about to start broadcasting live on the Around the Block show. So we welcome you on Facebook as you join us at the broadcast desk in the studio live on radio with the Around the Block team. And I'll introduce you to the Around the Block team in a moment. But it's at this point that I just want to say welcome and let's share this, shall we? I'm going to find my phone and I should be the one to start sharing. Who's in the studio tonight? We've got Adrian, Pete and Willi. How's it, guys? How's it going? Nice and loud.
Hey, Tom.
Hey. All right, there we go. Willi, how's your week been?
It's been terrific, Tom. Thank you for asking. Woke up this morning to a message from a friend of mine, Rian, who messaged me just after 7 to say today's the day, stoked for the show. Shout out to Rian. Hey, how's it?
Hey, how's it, Rian? So people are interested in our show. They're watching. What have you done on the Lego front this week? I need a report back.
Been working on a Great Ball Circuit for the exhibition in Springs. Been working on a time-lapse video.
Oh yeah, that's coming up at the end of the month, 31st, hey?
27th.
27th. Weekend, end now.
Yeah, we'll talk about upcoming.
Cool.
We've got a couple upcoming events, clubs all across the country. We'll talk about that a bit later. Putting a bit of the show together.
Why don't you tell us who you brought into the studio tonight?
So I brought two of my good friends, Pete Smith from Teamgel. Pete is a Lego Serious Play trainer and facilitator. Adrian Prangley, who's a friend of mine, member of the club, AFOL, and a Bricklink store owner. So tonight we're going to be talking about Lego Serious Play, a little bit about Bricklink. I want to talk about the Creator Expert Mustang model, which blew my mind as I built it on the weekend.
Yeah.
Simply the best Lego model I've ever built off plan. I built your little Lego
I'm
guy.
going to show it in just a moment. And while we saying how's it, I think this is a good time to share. So if you've got a phone out on Facebook, just share it. Have you shared it, Willi?
I've just got it now.
We've got to get to your peeps. Not all of my peeps have got Lego. So
but shame.
I know, but we'll convert them. That's what this is all about.
Okay.
So I said to Willi last week. Willi said last week guys were saying how would you do the hair, and everyone was talking about how they do my hair on a Lego piece, and somebody said use that, and someone else said use this, and then Willi said I'm going to use that XYZ, and he came tonight and he said I've brought you. So I've got me as a little Lego man right here. So if you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to switch to this camera quickly and just show you. There I am.
Pretty awesome.
And that is quite a good likeness, I would say.
Well, we can
Except my hips don't bend like that.
we can just discuss that.
And there's a microphone in the hand, and I think you got the hair spot on, man. Whose hair is that?
I don't know. Adrian got it from Adrian's Bricklink store.
Yes, I'm actually trying to think. I think it was Lloyd from the Ninjago movie. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was.
So you worked. Who did you work it out?
No, Willi saw the blonde hair in the store, and he said,
okay.
he said, I'm looking for blonde hair, and there it was, lying there. There were one or two pieces.
Wow.
Took one. Yeah.
So, Willi, thank you. No one's ever made a Lego piece of me before. I'm like very impressed with this. This, I don't know where, it's one of those things that when you look at, you go, where am I going to put it? Where am I going to put it? It's going to go on my shelf, right in the center. All right, over to you, sir.
Well, as per last week, we encourage viewers on Facebook Live to share the post, tag a friend, and there's a competition that Tony Graham of zaLUG kindly sponsored for us. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll give that away at the end of the show. Tom, I think you drew the random for the
so here's the deal. I can't remember who it was last. It's getting hot in here. It's winter outside, but summer inside. Last week, somebody said, hey guys, why don't you give a prize away for anyone who shares the video? Anyone who shares Around the Block. And a whole bunch of people shared it, and then Willi had a random name that we put names in. I don't know how this stuff works, but he put names in. It was a random and it spat a name out, and we'll give you the name of the winner a little bit later on in the show. And the same applies tonight. So if you share tonight, there'll be a prize for you, could be you, next week. So share the program and tell your friends about it. Let's see who we've got on board quickly, shall we? We've got Zaptoid, first on board. Captain, Ralph G. Steele is watching, Vanessa Taylor's watching, Jackie Badenhorst. This is your chance to say hello, Liffy.
Hello, Liffy. It's my wife. She's not feeling well, so she asked for a shout out.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, Jackie, get better,
Hi,
Jackie.
Jack.
We've got Alan Holmes. That's my dad. How's it, Dad? Willi Badenhorst, we know him, he's watching. And Luke Commons is watching, and John Moslin is watching, and more will join us as we go through the hour chatting about Lego. Right, tell me about serious play and how our guests fit into the Lego scheme of things.
So I think to explain that, I want to hand over to Pete Smith at Teamgel, and maybe to start the question about, Pete, what is Lego serious play?
Okay, most people who are interested in Lego use the bricks to build. What is interesting is that what we do with Lego Serious Play is we interact with each other using Lego. What do? Lego Serious Play essentially, and here's a mouthful, so I'm going to go slowly. Lego Serious Play is a group problem solving and decision-making methodology, and is used to generate ideas. It's all using Lego. And what one wants to do at the end of the session, when you come to a consensus, and what is important is you're using Lego to build what is in your head, and then together take what you have built using Lego and put it together with what everyone else has built, and eventually you come up with one single Lego model. What is fascinating about this is because the people participating are playing with Lego, they're actually at a raised level of fun and enjoyment. They have a sense of participation. They have a sense of actually belonging to that group. And therefore, at the end, when the final model of the decision or problem solved is made, there is an emotional commitment to that solution or
Give me an example of the kind of tasks or solutions or models that people make.
Okay, this is one that I'm going to obviously use all the correct names so
Sure.
we can point out people. No, not at all. I had a client come to me and she said, I'm going to fire the lot of them. So I said, oops, tell me more. She says, the problem with the people in my department is there is no proactivity at all. No one will do anything unless I shout and scream at them. So I said, okay, before you fire them, tell you what we do, let's play with Lego. So we got
How do people respond when you say that?
with interest.
Okay.
But the point is, Lego has this mental association of children, but in fact, it should be a mental association with creativity,
Absolutely.
building, involvement, and that sort of thing.
Got it.
Okay, so what we did was we all sat around a table, and I, as the facilitator, asked everyone there to build a Lego model of the atmosphere in the department. There was no mention at this stage of no proactivity or anything like that. We wanted to concentrate on the positive. Each person on their own, uninterrupted by anyone else, gave their own idea as to what was happening in the department. The next thing that happens is the facilitator asks each of the builders, one by one, to tell the story of the model they built.
Mm-hmm.
And that I did one by one. When I got to the third participant, she had in her model a Duplo elephant. So my response as the facilitator was, share with all of us what the elephant in the model represents. And you've got
So
it.
you literally had an elephant in the room.
That is exactly what she said. And that was that was what was happening in terms of proactivity. The boss, because of her management style, was leading in such a way that people were now getting scared of her, and they would not do anything unless she gave absolute clear directions. So in fact, as a group, the team had made this decision, we're not going to do anything. I just want to add 2 points to that story. One is the elephant was in the room. So with Lego Serious Play, you actually get down to quite levels of honesty and openness. And you've got to handle that. So you're getting down to what are the real causes.
What happened in that case?
I'll get there.
You're going to have to get there quickly because I run the show and I keep the
Okay,
time.
I ran away. I ran away. Behind closed doors, things had to be addressed face to face.
And what was there a resolution, I guess, is what I'm pushing.
Well,
Sorry, Pete. I guess what I'm pushing
No.
for is, was there a resolution?
The resolution was that the elephant actually did address her management style. To what degree and for how long, I can't really tell you.
Sure, but it certainly opened up the problem.
Certainly there was.
What other things do you see? Because I've got pictures that I'm busy putting on the screen now of people having a lot of fun.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
Okay. With Lego Serious Play, the best way to run a session like this, in fact, is to get the people in a psychological mood of wanting to participate playing with Lego. We call it flow, don't worry about that. What I do is I use Lego to get people into a frame of mind such that they're having fun, they're engaged in the Lego, and then what happens is they open up. And are prepared to participate in the process.
I guess that's what teamwork, what companies try and get right, and what team builders and teamwork is about, is getting people into that creative space. And you need to be playing to do that. You need to be in a childlike state of creativity to come up with new solutions to problems.
Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yes, what you want is the creativity. You also want the honesty, so that people in that frame of mind are prepared to share with each other. And when they're sharing with each other, if you can then get them to reach a consensus, you've got an emotional attachment to the consensus, and you're looking for commitment for them to go ahead and implement what they have done with the Lego Serious Play.
How close am I as a layman in my thinking to reality here when I say, do you watch what the inventor of Lego was busy putting together 50 years ago? You know, that play. Is that what you're watching? Is that what you're playing with? Are you playing with the original, idea?
No, what we're playing with is what the Lego can do for the person.
So it's the byproduct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm interested in the behavior as a result of the people playing with Lego. And Lego is interesting because it's colourful, it's playful. Yeah. The fascinating thing about
that's a team build that I'd go to. Yeah.
With your children.
Now, I know myself. If somebody said we've got a team build at the company, we're going to be playing with Lego. That would be like, I've been to a million team builds, and some of them they say we're walking on fire on Friday. You're like, oh no, that's not one you look forward to, But if someone said come and play with Lego, I'd be there like a shot.
Yeah.
And I know, like I keep telling people in the training space that I'm friends with, that my experience of corporate executives, like C-suite executives, is they love these moments of creativity. Upper, middle management love to get together and just express themselves. Do you find that?
What is important is that at that stage, you've raised their emotions positively. What you want to do now is take advantage of the raised emotions there and then. You don't want them to dissipate and go away and people go back to the office to regular Monday. So the important thing is to get the emotions raised, develop what I call is a shared bond, and then get the people to make a commitment to some action that they will go ahead together.
And what is this, a one-day workshop?
Well, the get to the shared bond, the fun, is a two-hour workshop.
Okay.
And then after that we need about half a day, and we can go up to 2 days for the Lego Serious Play, which is using the Lego seriously.
I'm going to put a video on the screen of people standing around a table. In fact, let me find it quickly. They're standing around a table, and have they built this piece of Lego?
What you will see in the video.
Yeah, what are we watching here?
Okay, What you've got there is a team of people who have built a Lego dog to a plan. Now that they've built the dog, what is important is that they use it to achieve something. So they're participating in a competition in the video, and
Yes.
the competition is which dog can cross the table and stop the closest to the edge of the table without going off.
Okay.
What we do is we try and add a little bit of fun, so everyone has to give their dog a name. In 15 years, the most popular name is Fluffy. And then they have to cheerlead their dog as it goes across. So that starts sort of lowering all the barriers, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And now you've got the people in a particular state of mind. So that video that you've just seen is
Yeah.
part of the 2-hour session
Okay.
up front to get the people into the state of mind to go into Lego Serious Play.
What keeps you getting up and doing this?
Every time, when I was at university, I knew everything. And as I've got older, I've realized that somehow I'm mistaken. So now, so now I have to go back and relearn everything that I thought I knew. And what these Lego sessions show me is human behavior. And I'm learning more and more each day.
Can I ask you a question I've had on my mind for a while? And maybe you're the right person to ask.
I'm not getting married.
No, it's not that. Has kindness disappeared from corporates? Human kindness?
The answer is yes, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
Do you want me to give more?
Yeah.
Before you answer, Pete, I'd like
Yeah.
to put the same question to the comments. If you work in a corporate environment,
Yeah.
do you feel human kindness is lost in working in a corporate environment?
There we go.
Would like some opinions in the comment section.
Nice one, Billy.
Okay, what has happened over the 15 years is you start formulating certain ideas about human beings, what we are, how we behave, etc. And it would appear to me that the way we interact with each other is at least 2 levels. One is at the level at which there are rules and regulations and laws, and we follow these rules and regulations because they're there. There's no inclusion in that behavior of emotional attachment, and that's where the kindness
So
fits
all
in.
the things
So
like
all
kindness
those
and
things,
empathy
yeah.
just...
So what you'll hear in the corporate world a lot is talk about employee engagement. Engagement is including that human emotion in the way you act in the corporate world. And the beauty of the Lego is that it accesses that level of our humanity, in that we get down to that and we become human with each other.
What have you seen that's made your heart smile?
Gee whiz. This is a family show, isn't it?
I can see Adrian.
He's warming up.
I can see that. I see Adrian nodding. Adrian is also a Lego Serious Play facilitator.
Yeah.
Maybe ask him, when in your time doing Serious Play, what has made your heart warm?
Yeah, so with me and my facilitation and the sessions that I've done, I find that a lot of, exactly as Pete's saying, your emotional side comes out. There was one gentleman who built a model, and he put 3 flower elements on the corner of his build.
Yes.
And when I asked him, what do the flowers represent, he said to me that it represented his grandmother, his mother, and his sister, who were very integral in his life. And he got so emotional about it. But the point there is that Serious Play brings out metaphor, and people represent things in their build. That for me was like touching. It really was.
That the
What an
real
insight.
life comes
Real
out,
insight,
real
yeah.
emotions. Here's some of the comments, right? And we've got a lot of people joining us. Lynn Wakefield, Ralph Steele is on board. Everyone's trying to figure out who wins the Lego.
And what the prize is.
I like this. Somebody won this. I happen to know who it is because I know the name. And it's not you. But it could be you. But we will, I promise. We will announce the winner. This show. Jackie says, you joined a bit late, Luke. They said the winner will be announced a bit later. She's doing a good job in the room tonight. Thanks, Jax. Vanessa Harry is on board. Hey, Vanessa. Vanessa says, hi, guys. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
John Moslem is... everyone's saying hello to each other here, which is what we want. We want to create a community that meets on a Wednesday night and chats. Luke Collins says, nothing fluffy about Lego now, is there? Ralph Steele says, yes, human kindness is lost. All profit, ... John Moslem says, ABBA, money, money, money. Luke says, yes, indeed, kindness has certainly left the building, hence why I left corporates and now I live in the flippin' mountains. You're my kind of guy. The best place to be, that must be the mountains, says Vanessa. And I think Jackie said corporate kindness is slowly returning, and I think there is a push to deal with emotions in the workplace again.
I think there is.
Am I dreaming?
If you look at the human resources literature, and if you look at what management consultants are trying to do, there are people in Johannesburg trying to increase levels of engagement. My worry is that they're still at the level of what I call of rules and procedures, and that you've got to get down to the heart, to the person themselves, where they make an honest, involved, committed decision to do what needs to be done.
Who was it that said, the comments are coming in thick and fast now. Nadia McGee, hi Nadia, I'm trying to welcome you as you join us. Reggie Philander, how's it Reggie? And thanks for joining us. Good to have you on board. Human kindness in corporates is non-existent. We've got a lot of people who just don't believe it happens inside corporates at all. And I'm one of them, although I have seen remarkable acts of kindness in corporates. I'm just not sure that as a culture, kindness is taken seriously.
That's the point. Is kindness relies on the individuals.
Yes.
It should be incorporated into the culture of the organization.
Yeah, good. I couldn't have said it better. Thursday. Sorry, I keep saying it's Wednesday night. I did this last week, I did it this week. I don't know. I have no idea why I say it's Wednesday night. When I used to do breakfast shows on music radio, the station manager came and put a big sign in front of me that used to sit in front of the desk and said, tell the time properly. And every time I told the time, I had to look at the sign and I'd still get it wrong. So my apologies, it's Thursday night at 7:10. I'm glad that people are paying attention though.
We should have a prize for them.
Yeah, a prize. We have a prize every time I say the wrong night. That's a good one. Should we do that, Willi?
Let's.
Yeah, all right. Now I'm going to have to watch myself. I don't know who's giving out the prizes.
Who's going to pay for the prizes?
Yeah, who's giving out the prizes? Barry K says, shout out from Saffold, South African fans of Lego. Hey, Barry. Barry K is on board. Good to have you on board,
from
Barry.
Cape Town.
Is it? Cape Town? Yeah. Oh, man, my city, hey.
Yeah?
Oh, I love that place. Nikki and I, my girlfriend and I went to Cape Town 2 months ago. We went to the Brian Ferry concert and we missed our flight back. And for a moment, I considered living on the corner on Mully Point there and just never coming back. I love Cape Town. So good to have Cape Town on board tonight. Barry, you want the prize ever? The prize is a big thing here. Hello from Joburg Lug, says Nadia McGee. Where are the rest of you? And Tanya says she also lost a day today. So there are two of us who are not quite on the same time zone.
So, moving on. Thanks, Pete. I want to talk to Adrian about Bricklink. Bricklink is an online marketplace. Adrian has a local store. And maybe take the conversation
Go
to
for
that.
it. You take over.
So, Adrian, if you could maybe start us off, how many different types of elements of Lego are there, or how many could you buy on Bricklink?
Okay, so yeah, Lego, sure, since its inception has grown enormously, and I think anyone in the audience would agree. So we're currently sitting with about 58,000 different elements, and that's not taking in the different color variants. So
58,000.
Yeah. So it's an enormous array of components. I think one of the big things a lot of people ask is where can I get individual components, and I think this is where we're going with the Bricklink discussion. So 58,000 pieces. Yeah.
So how would someone go about, if you have a set that you've had since childhood and you've lost a handful of parts, how would you go about finding those parts and then contacting a Bricklink store?
Okay, yeah, so good one. I'll paint a picture of someone in Cape Town who was actually, her son had lost a couple of elements from his pirate set. He had lost a cannon or two and whatever. And eventually a message got filtered through to me that someone in Cape Town was looking for replacement parts. So essentially the instruction is, and how you do it, is you go onto bricklink.com and you go and search through local stores, and you...
How would you find what is a local store?
Okay, well, in Bricklink, it's a global marketplace for Lego. So just to give you a quick statistic, South Africa contributes about 0.25% of the entire Bricklink community. So it's very small here. We have 30 stores currently. Quite a lot
Across the country?
Across the country. So Johannesburg, Cape Town, there's a few, sorry I don't have the exact numbers here, but Cape Town, there's some in the Free States, very few in Durban, and then even down Mossel Bay, that kind of area. So essentially what you do is you go onto bricklink.com and then you can search through and sort through to South Africa, and you can go and type in the elements number, the part number that you may be missing from a set, and search for that in the stores. You create what's called a wanted list and search for your elements.
Yeah, we spoke about the wanted list last week a bit, touched on that. So what if I don't find everything I need in your store? Do you have some way to get the parts? Do you have a service that you find parts for other people?
As a Bricklink owner?
Yeah.
So as a Bricklink owner, I think the community, and we gave a little bit of a shout out to Barry. Barry's actually brought the Bricklink stores together. So we do have because we're such a small amount of stores, we do have quite a nice collaboration. So the example of the Pirate components was actually a referral from a Cape Town store through to me because I had those cannons in stock. So we do collaborate for sure.
Jackie asks, what is the name of your Bricklink store?
Mine is Brick Fanatic with a K, Brick Fanatic Depot.
I think we'll put the link in the comments later. So who would govern the prices on Bricklink? Is it set by a specific organization, or is this a willing buyer, willing seller?
So there's a couple of options. When you're loading individual elements into the store, you've essentially got three options to load price. The one is to load your own price, which I wouldn't, and I'm maybe stepping on toes there, but that's the thumb suck. Or you could go with averages. So Bricklink is a massive community that sells elements every day. And essentially what they do is they average out the selling price per brick type and color. And then that filters through as an average. So you can select a past 6 month average or a current sale value. And if your settings in your store are right, it will convert it from US dollars to rands.
Cool.
So what you generally want to work with is about R1 a piece, is like the general throw-out figure.
But that's not it's not uncommon to pay hundreds of rands a piece. I remember paying for a small control arm $135 each.
Yeah. So you've always got to look at rarity. Some stores have really rare elements and it looks highly expensive, but it's there for a reason.
Jackie says she started creating a personal Lego catalog today. 58,000 elements. Oh my hat. She says maybe that's why she's sick.
I guess that's being sick at home,
Yeah.
Keeping busy.
Yeah,
Who's Johannes, the Mossel Bay Lego specialist?
Johannes, yeah.
Johannes is a really fabulous human being.
Okay.
He's got an Ultra City or sort of a gas station. He fell in love with Lego as an adult a couple of years ago. Approached the Lego group in South Africa, and then from his petrol station in Mossel Bay actually has got one of the premium resellers of Lego products.
Absolutely. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's got over 100,000 pieces in his store, close to 108,000 the last time I saw. So he's got a high selection.
Also a very nice Lego collection. So if you're ever passing through Mossel Bay, go to see Johannes.
I think Johannes has taken Lego as an ambassador for Lego. He's taken the store and the retail side to a level. He's plays such an integral part in displays. He's a mock builder. That's a mine creation builder. Yeah.
Zap wants to know what's going on with the horse racing in the background. So there's a TV on the wall with horse racing. I'm a compulsive gambler and I can't stop, so I've got to keep it on in the corner. No, I'm joking.
He's lying.
I'm lying. Oh God, I'm a compulsive liar. It's during the day the radio station carries live results and dividends and commentaries, so it just stays on. Yeah.
That's what I was asked. Is there a weight or an amount limit when you're ordering online?
Well, the weight limit would depend on what you're willing to pay in courier costs. I think that's important.
I suppose. So is there a flat rate for courier cost up to a certain amount, or how would your store typically work?
So my store typically works in anything under 3 kilograms is a set rate, and it obviously depends on which area that gets delivered. So one of the things I looked at was, and I wanted to provide a service of quite low door-to-door delivery, and I managed to secure that. Outlying areas you're going to pay more. It's just the courier services. Do people like door-to-door? I would say yes, if the price is right. Other options that a lot of the guys use is postnet to postnet. We can name drop and brand drop, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. So postnet to postnet. There's even PEP stores now using courier services. Postal service, I'm not even going to go there. But yeah, there's also local pickups. A lot of the stores try and cater to local buyers. So, for instance, in the West Rand, we can arrange a pickup at a convenient spot, which will save on courier fees. Going back to the limit, the amount to order, well, you can literally take out a store if you wanted to buy everything. There's no limit. Yeah, absolutely no limit.
So it would depend on what your budget is, what your requirements
are. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you done, sir?
I think so. I want to talk a bit about. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you for
talking about
thanks for having me.
Last week I mentioned that I'm primarily a technique builder, and for my birthday, my lovely wife got me the new Creator Expert Mustang, which has got a technique base, but it's skinned with system parts. And I must say, as a technique collector, this is just the most amazing set that I've ever built off plan.
So have you built the whole thing?
Yeah.
Is it done? Have you got it?
Yeah, it's the blue one there.
Oh wow, hold on, let's roll the Mustang out. Let's roll out the Stang, ladies and gentlemen.
You've got to get the front end.
Yeah, alright,
Lift it up.
let's put that, okay, so we've got 2 bits of Lego here. Is this the one you use?
That's Fluffy.
Oh, is this Fluffy the dog that we were... Oh, I'm sitting in front of me the
Good
whole time.
afternoon, sir.
I got just woken up.
No, that's all right. It's Wednesday.
All right, so how's that? Fluffy and the Mustang. Sounds like a movie. Hey,
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Okay, well let's. We're getting close there. Willi, tell what's so special about this kit.
It's the biggest technique, or not technique, the Creator Expert model by piece count. The techniques that the designer used to build this is absolutely ingenious. They've used parts and used this model as a kind of training school to teach builders techniques. And I think that even if you're an experienced builder, you would still find a lot of challenges to get this thing assembled. It's also the first time in a Creator series that the steering actually works.
Yeah, so is that on there?
So the fans were quite chuffed with that. No suspension yet, but that's probably because of space limitation.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Playability is incredible. It came in 2 variants with all the parts in the box. So the A and B model, kind of differs from a standard one to the kind of Windgat version here with a big supercharger and lifted suspension and a lot of exhaust pipes on the end. A remarkable model, Tom. If there's one Lego set that, if you're a serious Lego collector, you want to buy this year, it's got to be this Mustang. That's absolutely it.
When are you going to make one out of different colours?
All right. So now, okay. So what does Fluffy do?
Oh, let's move the Mustang.
What are we going to do here? We got Fluffy on the desk, and are we going to do something?
Well, what I've done with Fluffy now
Yes?
is I've trained him, or her, I'm not sure, I can't tell nowadays, the Lego, to move across the table. And what it is, sorry, Fluffy's bum's come apart. Fluffy can now repeat what I've trained him to do.
Oh, so you trained now when you went across.
So off he goes.
Go Fluffy.
Woof, woof.
Faton Fluffy!
So that's part of the
Oh,
competition.
sweet. Okay, and that's part of what you have to build.
Yeah.
Wow. I like all of this. So which one do we give away tonight?
Well,
Adrian or Pete?
Tony has just actually messaged me. We've got a set from a Batman set. I think it's a Batman set from the new Lego movie to give away, and this will be a random draw for.
And who's giving that away so we can credit them?
The South African Lego user group is very kindly sponsoring this evening's prize.
That's fantastic, thanks.
A very cool Lego set. So again, to enter into the competition, share this post, share this live video.
Share it and win a prize.
Or tag a friend.
Roll on up, roll on up. Plenty of prizes to give away. All you have to do is share.
How about throwing out a Bricklink voucher?
Yeah, you want to throw in a Bricklink
Yeah, I'll
voucher?
throw in a
Hold on,
Bricklink.
we got more, ladies and gentlemen. And that's not all.
Yeah, I'll give away a 20% off up to a maximum value of 500. How's that?
Okay, thank
All
you,
right.
Adrian.
We'll
do
announce
that.
the winners on next week's show.
Awesome.
And hopefully we'll announce the winner of last week's on this week's show before we end the show.
Yeah, well,
Yeah?
you want to do that now, Tom?
No.
Not. I want to speak.
I want to hold people to the very last second.
We
Yes.
have I want to speak about a couple of events happening across the country in April. zaLUG has an exhibition on Saturday, the 20th of April, at the Willowbridge Shopping Centre in Tiger Valley. On the same weekend, Joburg Lug is exhibiting at Icon at Emperor's Palace. They'll be there from Saturday the 20th to Monday the 22nd. And the week after that, zaLUG is hosted by Springs Mall, where you could meet Tom and I. We'll be exhibiting and talking to people and maybe doing a live broadcast. Why not?
Why? We may even stream live from the event, and I will bring me. That's I will bring this little oak over here. He will be standing on something, and you can come along and meet little Tom with the microphone.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
leave.
bringing him
Tom
along.
Thumb.
Yes, I'm bringing him along.
We'll leave all details of these 3 upcoming events in the comments section of the post. Putting this up right
Fantastic.
now.
Alrighty, and then I wanted to put up on the screen, Adrian, before you go, contact details for you, because I never got them earlier on, and I thought we could just put them up quickly. So what website address do we go to?
I think it's quite a complicated URL, so I would go bricklink.com, and then if you could just put in...
Is it Brick Fanatic with ending with a K?
Yeah, Brick
I'll
Fanatic.
put that on.
Thanks.
Bricklink.com /
Yeah, don't do that. Just
Nice.
go bricklink.com, that's how
Yes.
you get into it, and then you'd have to search for the store name.
and the store name is
Brick,
BRIC,
K,
yeah,
Fanatic, FANATRK,
Brick Fanatic,
Depot,
DEP.
DEPO.
Okay. Look, I've written something.
Depot.
Okay, I've written something, and it may have worked out. Let's see. Bricklink.com. Search for Brick Fanatic Depot.
There
I think
we
I did
go.
it. Hallelujah.
So Raymond mentioned my sig fig, Tom. What a sig fig is a signature figure. This
Yeah.
is something that's not made by the Lego group to look like anything specific. It's custom made for you with your zaLUG shirt. Your
So is that what
microphone.
it's called? A sig fig?
Sig fig,
Is
yeah.
I've got my own sig fig.
Straight up.
I'm sleeping with my sig fig tonight.
Don't.
Between me and Nikki. You let Lego get between us. Any of you actually ever heard that before? No, never. Okay, so what else have we got? John says minifig looks like mini Trump.
Oh, that's
You
terrible.
need to build a wall
That's
around.
John's invite to any Lego show
Cheap
in the
shots.
future taken away.
Everywhere.
Removed.
Yeah.
Where's your wall?
Yes. He's off to build it.
So just checking through the comments, like
Yeah.
you say, it's coming in quite fast. Want to see if there's something.
Yeah, it's nice to see the interaction, and thank you for the interaction. This show can't work without the interaction and your comments and your personalities coming out. What have you spotted? Springs Mall, says Lynn Wake. Lynn lives in Springs. So Lynn will have to come along and support us. She's got no excuse.
It'd be nice to meet you, Lynn.
Rian says, love the minifig. Thanks, Rian. Raymond also says, nice sig fig, Tom. People have been very complimentary about my little sig fig. Almost everyone. Except John Moslin, that is. But he's a friend of mine, so I'll forgive
You know
him.
John?
It's okay. Yes, I know John.
Okay.
Yeah. He wants to come in and gate crash a show one of these nights. I just don't know who the victims are going to be. Maybe the Lego show. I
I'd
don't know.
love to have him.
All right, John, you're welcome to gate crash sometime. Bring some Lego with you. We'll give it away as a prize, eh? Yeah. All right, so what do you want to do next?
What's next? You're going to be exhibiting with us at Springs, Adrian?
No, I'm not, unfortunately. No. Sorry about that.
Kind of throws that out the water.
No.
Can you get glasses? Someone said it needs glasses.
The
They
face.
didn't make glasses, eh?
The face. Sometimes the faces are printed with glasses on or a mustache. Beard.
Some say moustache, some say moustache.
No, you get all of those kind of components. Eh?
Yeah. So the figure was about as good as I could do with the parts I have. There might be.
I'm very happy. It's the first time ever
We'll share a close up of the face. Maybe someone
Yeah,
can
let's see
change
if we
the
can
head.
do that quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Willi or Willi Swatch says, nice show, thank you, welcome aboard. Every Thursday night at 10 past 7.
Thursday nights.
I said Thursday.
Got it right.
Yeah, you saw it, so I got it right. I don't know how to, let's see if we can get this little oak's face in there and see. I've flipped the camera, there we go. And see, I'll go back a little bit. Alright, there he is. Can you see his little face? Looks like me. He's got a smile on his face. Nice eyes.
Beady eyes.
Beady eyes. Oh, yeah, look at me, punk.
Jerry Jerling is
Who
asking.
won the prize? Yeah, Harry wants to know if there are any AFOLs in Potchefstroom.
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Are there?
I mean, I'm frankly surprised that this internet transmission reached Potchefstroom. I didn't know they had internet.
I thought it was coming there next month. Potch or Porch?
Yes.
Porch, yeah.
Porch.
Sorry, we've mispronounced
need
the
it.
place. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
So what about Middleburg? There's people in Middleburg. I reckon there's people all over.
I'm kidding, Harry, of course. I've been to Potch.
Are there?
Yeah, there's
really?
internet in Potchefstroom.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant AFOLs in Potch.
I don't
You don't know. But you can confirm there's internet in Potch.
Definitely internet.
Cool. Right, are you ready for prize giveaway?
Yeah. So we put the names into a random number generator. We numbered them. The name was drawn, and I'd like Tom to announce it in the interest
All right.
of all fairness.
So I'm going to write the winner's name in the comment section and announce it at the same time. The winner of the prize last week, and does anyone remember what the prize last week is?
Do you remember?
You know what, Billy? I'll never forget. Right? The prize was the re-release of The
Wow.
Policeman.
Okay, sure.
And
Nice prize.
It's a very nice prize.
Mm.
And I have professionally felt this packet many times. And I can tell you that that's it. Although we don't take any responsibility if it's a piece you didn't want. And it's not the cop, but we think it's the cop. The prize winner is... Sas Kupan!
Hey!
Did you get that? Sas the Kupan. Sas Kupan's the winner. Well done, Sas.
Oh, well done.
And we're going to give another prize away for shares. So if you share this program, what happens is when Willi comes in here next week, we put all your names in, we give each name a number, we random generate, and we pull one out and somebody wins. This week it was Sas. Could be you next week. But what you got to do is you got to share to win a prize.
You have to.
Yeah, otherwise we won't give you anything.
We've had a couple of people mention last week that they'd want a sig fig too.
Oh, really?
Or signature minifigure.
Yeah.
So the Lego store, the Lego certified store called Great Yellow Brick in Sandton City, was on the ground floor level. They have a minifigure station where you could actually go and choose your head and the face and the shirt.
Where is this? Sandton City?
In Sandton City, yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
That's fantastic.
we'll have someone from the store on.
Yeah, we'll give
on
one
the
of
show.
those away as a prize.
Well, yeah.
Alright, so the prize we're giving away, if you share tonight, is...
It's a Lego set sponsored by zaLUG.
Right.
Tony gave that away.
And 20% off to the value of $500. You said it was from Adrian,
At Adrian's store.
from the store. Fantastic. All right. Well, I think we're almost done. What do you think, Willi? Unless there's something else you want
I
to
think
chat
so,
about.
yeah. Next week's show, same place, same time.
You got it.
Close enough.
Well, let me thank Pete Smith from Teamgel. You can get hold of Pete Smith at teamgel.co. The address is on the screen now. We'd also like to thank our guest, Dr. Adrian Prangley, an AFOL who is in, I did write it down, hey, so I'm going to put it in here. You bricklink.com, search for Brick Fanatic Depot. I managed to get that out of my mouth in one go. And Willi, thank you to you, as always, for bringing the guests and putting the show together. It really is your show. I'm just I'm the organ grinder. You get me going and I push the buttons. That's me.
Appreciate you pushing the buttons, Tom.
I had fun, and thank you for joining us in the studio on Facebook Live and on the radio station. If you were listening, thank you for tuning in. If you were watching on Facebook Live, thanks a lot. Join us again next Thursday at 7:10, where we have more fans of Lego in the studio, and we build this Lego community online together. Can't wait to see you then. So from all of us,
Cheerio.
bye. To you, have a wonderful night. I miss you already. I do.